Hello and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn, where today we've got to go find some guy's office. Because he's got information and we're...
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Yeah, we just got to touch the yellow stuff. But yeah, we're incredibly late for an appointment with him. So really, we can't keep him waiting any longer. Surely there must be something here if we can break off early to come over here, right? Well, there's a way further up over there, but is that what we want? Because, like, there's also a way further up here, isn't there? Multiple paths, or is this the right path, or is that the right path, or... Ow. Good to see that we can still drink potions while climbing. So if we continue up here... This is what it wants. This is where it wants us to go. So, wow, really? Well, it's nice that we can take it one step at a time. So surely this has to lead to something interesting, right? Considering it's an optional path with a bright blue hose. Oh, but this also is now suddenly the right way to be going.
Began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate.
Oops.
Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
That ledge over there looks like it should be reachable, but there's nothing yellow. It is a wonder that after so many years, this camera is still on here. So I see now they're using both blue tubing and yellow to tell us where to go. I guess because the yellow is faded and doesn't stand out quite as well as it could. Aloy, please. So, is this another case of multiple paths? Looks like it. Wouldn't want to fall down there.
Forget about traveling light.
Gee, I can't carry all the rocks that they stored in their supply crate. I've lost the path. What was that? Is this... I guess this is nothing. Whoops. No quick way back up. Wonder how far we are from our destination. Well, there's clearly a thing over there. But I guess we gotta take the outer path. It's a good thing these handholds aren't iced over.
No space.
Well, now there's a little space. Is that the elevator shaft I had been in before? But left early?
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
And thankfully, there's yellow painted stuff here to use.
All right. Made it. Wonder what we'll find.
And yet we can still go up farther. I assume we're going to have to. I'm sorry, how much? 3 zettabyte. That's a lot.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Okay, thanks.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
Oh, another one. And our resources patch is full again.
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
Yep. We're here. Plants are here. Now, what gives you the right to say it's a final file?
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible?
Good question.
What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Okay, so that's our way down. But before we go down, we have to go further up. I'm not about to see some handholds and not climb them. I just hope there's something worth the climb up here.
Some kind of power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Ooh. Shield Weaver, that's the thing that we got in Monster Hunter. Oh, it's far away. But thanks game for letting us know exactly where we can use it. For reals, though, how long is her rope?
Executive access detected.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name.
Yeah, she knows the ancient knowledge already.
Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Because you're still in front of me.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Ah, yes, your time that is so valuable after having spent a lifetime getting less information than we just got.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
We know the answer to this is no. And in fact, I suspect it's no, are you stupid? Why would you even ask that?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the eclipse to resurrect feral robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Like, perhaps by using nuclear weapons to destroy all the biomass within a certain range of the robots where they were, so that they could not possibly get to the rest of the biomass on the planet because they wouldn't have any fuel sources. That's my guess.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Alright, time to get called stupid.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Alright. I expected to be treated much more harshly for asking that.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Time to see just how far down
getting
this'll
down
take
will
us.
Be a lot faster than getting up here. Right? U.S. Robot Command next. Joining the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Not as far as I expected, but still her rope is much too long.
Forget the cold. Think of the sun on your skin.
Now, is there any reason for me to actually manually walk out here? Other than, I guess, to get a glimpse at places.
Going down fast.
Not that fast. Or that far. We just went down faster just now. Oh, hey, we've been here. It's just when we were here, we couldn't see anything. That means there's nothing for us to see. So let's go find a use for this here power cell. If I were a betting man, I would say that this campfire is the one to go to. Though I'm not much of a betting man. Clearly I am a gambling man, based on my inability to resist the shard gambler packages. But still. Did I just hear a turkey? I did. Excuse me, turkeys. I need to have words.
Should have brought a cart.
I can't carry any more turkey meat. Oh, I missed this fish. You know, there's a merchant right here. Wait. Yes. Just need to go a slight bit farther. Okay, let's get rid of some resources that exist only for selling. We don't have that many. Got way too much chill water, though. Too many metal vessels. Too much blaze. Honestly, carrying all of that blaze at once is probably a terrible fire hazard. We can probably, yep, we can increase some carry capacity. Let's do this. And this. Not that, though. There. Definitely want to get a raccoon bone. Having more tear blaster ammo is going to be useful when we come against things that have even more tear blastable parts.
This'll last.
Unfortunately, the fish has drifted away. Don't mind me, just passing through.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Wait. Where does this even want me going? Is there going to be like some hole in the ground or something? Or do we put it in at the base of this? So clearly this structure is not related to our battery. That might be, whatever that is. It's an icon I'm not familiar with. Oh. A turkey flees. Wow, this turkey keeps on giving me the slip. There we go. That's a blue. Rats, raccoons, turkeys. Rabbits. If I had realized I needed rat stuff back when we were in that ruin where there were lots and lots of rats outside, I might have actually killed a few more of them. Don't mind me. I don't want to just jump down there. Okay, I guess maybe it's...
It's down here.
Maybe it's okay. Though, hope that's water down there. Also, we're lucky it's deep water. Never ever jump from a very high place into water that you do not know the depth of. That is a very good way to get yourself killed or paralyzed.
This isn't a cave. It's a room.
And I mean, there's also the fact that if you jump from high enough up, jumping into water is no different than jumping onto concrete. Just gonna go around the perimeter here
Red
first.
light. I'm not getting in.
At least not from there. Or am I supposed to use my power cell to get in?
I haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Okay, so we need one more power cell, huh?
There. Fits. I just need to slot in one more.
Well, I wish I knew where that one more could be found. My best guess is maybe here? Because, like, it's got to be at a ruin, right? Actually, there's a variety of ruins, but I would expect it to be at a big ruin. Also, what's this? We've got a campfire there. Wait, isn't that where we started the game? Is that Rost's house? Or perhaps the other power cell is at these ruins that we explored as baby Aloy. Don't know. What I do know is it's time to end this episode. Join us next time when, actually, wait. Yeah, this doesn't give us any hint as to where other power cells are, so, oh well. Yeah, join us next time when we are going to go to places and do things. Maybe we'll try and help Olin's family. That sounds good. See you then, friends.